Alright, folks, welcome to another episode of Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Today, I'm talking to you guys about ghosting. That's such a 21st century term, ghosting. I think back 100 years ago, people sat around having a drink talking about ghosting. No, that never happened. Modern dating invented that term. But it happens, unfortunately, and some people do it. For some people it's been done to them, it's been done to me, and I've actually done it myself. But how do you cope with it? How do you deal with it? How do you prevent it from happening to you? Well, for those watching that don't know what the term ghosting is, and if you've been living under a rock, ghosting basically means breaking all communication with someone you're involved in. It could be a friendship, it could be family, it could be a relationship, it could be a dating prospect, whatever it is. You break all communication and don't let that person know why you broke that communication with them, giving no explanation. You leave. You're off the radar. You're a ghost. Well, if it's being done to you, what are you going to do about it? How do you cope with it if it's bothering you and someone just left? Well, I'll give you an example. I had a friend once, and he was dating this woman for maybe about a month and a half, and all of a sudden he got ghosted by her, and she just left. And that's not the part that surprised me. That's not the part that the part that really got to me was more his reaction to it. His reaction was so strong. His reaction was so over the top. Oh, she ghosted me. Well, you've been dating this woman for a month and a half. Why are you so emotionally invested to begin with? If you get ghosted by someone that you've been in like a 5-year relationship with, that's different. That's different. But if you've been ghosted by someone you've only been involved with for a month and a half, why are you so invested at that point? You shouldn't be if you're getting that upset, that means you're truly invested, and you shouldn't be that invested. And you gotta think about it like this: if you're being ghosted by someone, that person who's ghosting you didn't seem to value you much in the first place if they are ghosting you. So if they aren't valuing you, why are you valuing them so much? If they can show you so much disrespect by breaking all communication with you, then they weren't really that important to begin with, were they? If they can show that level of disrespect. And usually people that ghost are people that want to avoid conflict, want to avoid confrontation. They know that for whatever reason they want to end the friendship, end the relationship, end this connection, but they know emotionally they don't have what it takes to actually break it off. So they run away. They take the cowardly act and they run away so they don't have to deal with the problem. They let you deal with your own problems, and you deal with that emotional anguish of not knowing why they just left. So ghosting is a term for people who try to avoid their own emotions and their own feelings because they can't handle it and they can't confront it. And if you are someone who's ghosted others before, you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of the fact that that's a behavior pattern that if you do, it's going to continue if you don't address it, if you don't confront that. Because if you're someone who breaks all contact and ghosts someone, guarantee you eventually, it's going to come back and it's going to happen to you, and you're going to know how that feels. I'm like, oh, so this is how it feels. Yeah, because you're avoiding conflict. You've been avoiding conflict. There is an issue. There is an internal issue inside of you that you have not dealt with, that you don't want to deal with because you're afraid of it and you run away from it. You're avoiding the situation. You're avoiding the conflict. You're avoiding your emotions because it's too hard. You don't want to have it do real work on yourself and talk to the person and let them know what's going on. Well, it's so much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier just to break all contact and run away. Trust me, if that's your behavior pattern, that's going to be your behavior pattern in every relationship you're in. If you don't deal with that conflict, that internal conflict inside of you, you have to deal with that. And if you're someone who's being ghosted, if you're someone who's being ghosted constantly, all the time, and it's a recurring pattern in your life and it's happening to you, you need to be more aware of the people that you're letting into your life. And you need to be able to screen these people a lot better. You need to be a better judge of character. You need to don't open your heart so easily to people. Guard your time, guard your space, guard your heart. Let people earn that. Don't be an open book. People who wear their heart on their sleeve and have an open book mentality, those are the people that get taken advantage of. Don't do that. Let people earn that. Let people earn that part of you, and you need to figure people out. Give your time, watch people, judge people, and give time to figure them out, figure what they're all about. And then once they've shown you what they're all about, and if you like it, and if you trust them, let them in. But if you're going to be so easily accepting of people all the time, so easily accepting of people right from the start, right from the open gate, that's how you're going to get taken advantage of, and that's how you're going to be constantly ghosted. Allowing those toxic people into your life. You need to be aware of that. And on that note, thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. If you like this video, subscribe. Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.